Welcome to LNP Renewable System Integrator. Today we are going to discuss about the terminal blocks controllers, which we often used for controlling the variable air volume units and fan coil units. Today we are going to study in detail about the wiring connections of this Siemens terminal blocks controller. We are going to discuss the application of Reheat application, that is 2024. Okay, so if you're going to work as a building management system engineer or BACS engineer, okay, and you're going through this terminal blocks controllers in your projects, then it will be easy for you. The sessions will be easy for you. So what are the things that we are going to discuss today? So what is a VAV? Okay, where can you see and use these terminal box controllers? How a Siemens terminal box controller looks like? Okay, and how application 2024 works, and how we need to wire this terminal box controllers, okay, and how we need to install, and what are the things as a BMS engineer or a BACS engineer we should know regarding this Siemens VAV terminal box controllers. So first, variable air volume units. It is a mostly used in heat ventilation air conditioning system. The main purpose of this VAV system is that it varies the airflow at a constant temperature. And what are the advantage of using these VAVs? So using this VAVs, variable air volume unit controllers, we can make the precise temperature control, and we can reduce the compressed air and low energy consumption, okay, when we operate big fans, okay, and also the noise created by the fans will be more. In such places we can use this variable air volume controllers, okay, to control the variable air volumes, and also additional passive dehumidification also we can do using this variable air volume units. Okay, apart from the variable air volume units, we can use these for chillers also, these controllers, based on our application specific. These Siemens terminal box controller today we are discussing is fully application specific. Okay, based on the particular application you can choose this. Why we need to, what is the advantage of these controllers is that if you go for a PLC, okay, in the PLC programming will be different, okay, and the cost will be a little high, and if you're going for a DDC it will be less when compared to the PLCs. But when you go for this VAV controllers, these are application specific. Everything will be pre-programmed. Only this you plug and play, and you need to configure the basic settings so that you can operate your plant successfully with the help of these terminal box controllers for specific applications. Okay. So as we told earlier, wherever this building automation system, heat ventilation air conditioning system, variable air volume units are there, fan coil units are there, air handling units are there, okay, and even for the chillers, okay, wherever it is available in the buildings, metro stations, and even in the airports, we can use these. We can see these controllers. It might be inside the control panel, electrical control panel of this particular system, okay, heat ventilation air conditioning system. Okay, so this is a sample, okay, how the VAV looks like. See here we have a damper, we have a reheat control also. So sometimes with the help of water we can do the reheat operation, or with the help of the thyristors, okay, with the help of electrical heaters we can do the heating operations. So this is an example of a heating panel. See here we have a first stage electric reheat, and also we have a PE switch for second stage. So these are all switches, okay, heater switches. Just these relays we will enable with the help of these terminal box controllers, that is VAV controllers. Okay. So how the controller looks like. So this is how this controller looks like. It's very much compact. Okay, for all the controllers, same like all the controllers, it needs a power supply. We can establish the communication with these controllers, and also to connect the temperature sensors also we have a provision called RTS, and to connect with the other equipments based on our applications we have a terminals here. Okay, so see here, this is the overall basic view of this terminal box controllers, the one that we are going to discuss today. So see here we have a air velocity sensor ports. So in that port we will connect our air velocity sensor tubes, okay, and see here we have a basic power supply, okay, 24 volt AC supply, and this terminals are for the communication, to connect the communication wires, and all these things are the input and output terminals, okay. And see here, in order to connect the room temperature sensor, we have RTS provision, and we have a controller board, and for the mounting of these control panels, these controllers inside the control panel, we have a mounting holes and a mounting rails, okay. And so to be precise, as we told earlier, we have a power wiring details available here. Mostly H will be used for the phase and C will be used for the neutral, and if you have any other thing optional we can do. And for the communication wire, see here, positive terminals we will connect here, negative we will connect here. If there is any reference, any other reference we are taking, we can use this. So normally it will be written with the symbol of FLN, it means floor level network. Okay, and also there are LEDs which are present inside these controllers. No little detail about these controllers is that for the all the digital outputs we have LEDs 1 to 6. Okay, so if really the LED associated with the digital output is energized, the light LED will be glowing. Okay, and even when we are doing any transmit operations also, the TX LED which is present near the TX label will be glowing, so that flashing, so that we can able to understand that. So the controller is transmitting some information to the field panel, and if the RX, that is receiving indication in the LED is flashing, means then the controller is receiving some information from the field panels. And for the basic sanity test also we have, so this indicates when the flashing on and off, means that too it will happen once per second, means the controller is functioning properly. Okay, and these are the dimensions in order to make installation inside the panel box. It will be in inches. These are the physical connections, how it will get connected. And we are also having a special device called Auto Zero module that we will discuss later. And this is the application that we are going to discuss in detail, that is BAV application 2024 application. What it will happening here? Here, okay, we are going to control the fan. Okay, we are going to control the fan, and also we are going to do the electrical reheat process. That too, 3-stage electrical reheat we can do here. So as we told earlier, so we have terminals to connect the power supply, and we have the terminals to connect, from the controller. The command will go to the dampers to open and close the dampers. So those dampers will get connected to D01 and D02 if required. And for the heating operations, we have classified the heating stages into 3 based on our requirement, based on our application. That is stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Those things we can connect in D03, D04 and D05. Okay, and if you want to connect, and also if we are planning to operate any fan through the contactors, then we can connect those fan contactors to the D06 terminals. Okay, and as we told earlier, we need the room temperature sensor input in order to control the temperature. So in such places we can connect it in the RTS. Okay, and as we told earlier, we have air velocity sensor in the variable air volume units. So from there we can connect with our cubic connections. So these are the wiring details. So this one already we saw in our picture. Okay, we have a 24-volt AC connection, and FLN refers to the floor level network for the communication purposes. And we have a provision to connect the room temperature sensor, and we have a provision to connect the damper actuators, that is D01. If we can use a D02 as well. And for the electrical heats stage 1, 2 and 3 electrical connections, we have a digital output signals D03, 4 and 5. And for the fan control we can go for D06. Okay, so the contacts it is like a relay, you see NO and common contacts. So, and most importantly, when we discuss application 2024, it is important to discuss another application which is 6624 application, because both the controllers are going to perform same application. 2024 is the older controller. Now the advanced version is 6624. There is too much pretty difference. Only thing maybe the software updations and enhancement will be there, but the application is going to be the same. Here also we are having the modulating dampers, and we have a 3-stage electric reheat option, and we have the RTS connections, and also here also there's the air velocity sensor we are connecting. Okay, and this is the wiring details, and see here how application wise we had provided the application 2024. As we told earlier, we have a 24-volt AC connection here, which will get connected to this terminals, and we have a communication wire to connect here, and these fan coil units, see here, it is getting connected to D06 terminals, and we have a electrical valve actuators also. If you're going for the fan coil units, then you can connect it here. Okay, so either 2 options you can go. Either you can use the damper actuators in the VAVs, and if you're going for a fan coil units, you need a 2-way electrical actuators. And also see here we have stage 1 and stage 2 switches. So these switches will get enabled by these terminal D0, 3 and 4. And as we told earlier, in order to connect to the RTS, we need a room temperature sensor. It can be either manual one or display, only the display type also we can use, so that we can get the inputs from these thermostats. So based on this we can do our operations. This is a typical view of how this fan coil units and the heating units will get connected with the DDC controllers. And as we told earlier, when Auto Zero module is used, there is a module name called Auto Zero module, which is available along with the controller box. We can, if there are certain places where the VAV has to work continuously in the occupied mode. In such places, we can go for this Auto Zero modules. And this is a typical graphics of a fan coil unit. So if you are planning to control the fan coil units, so we have a valve actuator to connect with the controller, and also the fans also you can operate. Okay, and for the temperature sensors also you have. So all these three options you can map it with Turnbox controllers, and you can display in the SCADA. Okay, and if you plan to use for VAVs, then we have a dampers position. Everything you can operate with the help of these controllers, and even you can do the heating command operation also. Okay, and here also we have the occupancy, non-occupancy, and even we have a thermostats temperature readings. This is how it will get installed in the panels. Okay, so basic operation, sequence of operation we are going to see. Every operation is happening based on this thermostat input. We have a set point. Okay, if you we have a set point for cooling, and we have a set point for heating as well. So if you plan to do the cooling mode, so the dampers, we are operating through voltage, that is, it can be from 0 to 10 volt. Okay, from the V minimum portion to V maximum portion, that is based on the air balance readings used to perform these cooling mode operations. And heater will be off during the cooling mode. And when you are going for a heating mode, okay, and the thyristor modulates to maintain the heating set point. Okay, for based on the requirement, stage by stage we need to switch on our heaters. Okay, and during the heating mode, the dampers will be open 60%. Okay, and as we told earlier, so if you are going for a VAVs, we can take n number of alarms like heat temperature cutoff alarm, communication failure alarm, backnet router communication failure, and even temperature deviation alarms also we can create with the help of these terminal connectors. By interfacing them with the SCADA, with the service, we can do this. Okay, and if you are going for a fan coil units also, we can have a feedback failure alarm, high temperature cutoff alarm, communication failure alarm, backnet router communication failure alarm, temperature deviation alarm. Even if you want events also you can take. Okay, that is a FCU fan enable event, disable event, and if you are making the heaters start or stop, those also as an event you can take by communicating with these terminal controllers through servers. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and press the bell icon. If you want to know more and learn more, you can contact us. So we have provided the contact details here. As we discussed today regarding the VAV terminal box controllers, that is application 2024 we have discussed, and also we can see briefly about the 6624 in the forthcoming sessions. We can see the other applications in details, and if you want to design, installation, testing and commissioning, training, consultancy supports, you can contact us. We have provided the contact details here. Okay, and for the solar on-grid, off-grid and hybrid applications, design, installation, testing and commissioning supports also we are providing. You can contact us. And also if in the for the PLC basic programming, if you are an engineer, or if you are a working professional, or if you are a person who want to work in the automation industry, okay, you got a chance to work in abroad like GCCs. In such places, if you learn these with this certification, if you go, then it will be an added advantage. Okay, and also as we told earlier, most of the supports we are providing, and if you want to know the electric vehicle basics also, we are providing with certification. You can contact us. We have provided the contact details. And if you are a college student, okay, you are pursuing your UG or a diploma degree in electronic and instrumentation engineering, or electronic engineering, or electronic and communication, if you are really interested to work in the automation industry, then you can contact us. We can provide you the trainings in the PLC programming with applications, with so many application specific programs we used to teach you. Okay, basics also we used to teach you with along with the certification. So you can contact us. We have provided the contact details here. So thank you so much. Thank you.